So let's start with a few anatomical directions with the rabbit. Because a rabbit walks around on 4 legs, not 2 like us, the directions are a little bit different. There is actually a difference between anterior, posterior, and dorsal and ventral. And we're also going to use the terms caudal and rostral. So let's start with dorsal and ventral. Ventral is going to be this side of the rabbit. Think ventilate. It's on the side where the breathing apparatus is going to occur, whereas dorsal is going to be this side of the rabbit. Anterior, posterior is going to refer to directions towards the head and towards this part. So anterior is this way, the head is anterior to the tail is posterior to the head. Caudal is going to refer to this region around the tail, whereas rostral refers to the region around the head. And okay, so that's what we have for directions. Let's also talk about some of the colors that we see. So notice that there's some blue and some red that you see in this rabbit. Now, a preserved rabbit would not normally look like this with these colors. What's happened is that dye has been injected through the carotid artery into the veins and the arteries, so that the veins are dyed blue and the arteries are dyed red. Finally, let me show you a little bit of some of the techniques we're going to start with. So, like I said, dissection is really a lot about separating muscles and teasing away connective tissue. If you see here as I pick this up, this is not muscle. This is all that dense fibrous connective tissue that covers so many things. So you're really going to spend a lot of time teasing it apart. You can use your fingers. You can sometimes cut off little pieces of connective tissue, but be careful because you don't want to cut the muscle. You only want to cut the connective tissue. And then another useful tool can sometimes be using some tweezers to kind of pick up and tease away that connective tissue. So spend some time. You'll see how tough that connective tissue can be. Spend some time working by peeling off this tissue.